How long have you been playing?
Um,
Like when did you
I
start
legit
with
got a
Valorant?
PC about the end of February. I always used to
Okay.
play PlayStation.
Okay.
And I started playing CS:GO, and then I just was hanging for Valorant to come out. So basically, since it came out, I've been playing. But I've only been playing CS:GO since about March. So I don't have a huge background on PC, but I've always played shooters on PS. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but not long. Definitely not as long as you. And not as long as a lot of people that have played CS, but I understand the mechanics of the game.
Yeah,
I'm
Gold
not
Platinum is
horrible at
really not
CS.
that bad then. Pretty good start.
What's that?
Gold and Platinum is really not that bad then. It's a good start.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's go live, boys.
Cool, man. Let's do it.
Um, gonna try to take get the chat on. Whatever, screw chat. Okay, I'll open your. Wait, let me share my screen here with you in Discord, I think.
Yep, cool.
Uh, did I need that? Yeah. I hope I hope it's good enough.
Uh,
I You can only with like premium you can like do 1080p and 60 FPS.
I think I get the idea though. I
Hope it's not
think it
laggy.
should be right.
Can
Yeah.
you see it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see you.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Let's just have a look if it like
Shit.
looks a bit like if you is it all right like or is it
Yeah,
stuttering?
no, it's fine. Yeah, that's actually good.
Okay.
Yeah, seems fine.
Okay. Okay, guys, for the stream here. Wait a second. I'm gonna have to change my overlay. There we go. There we go. Hello, everyone. We're gonna just hop on a quick live coaching session and analyze the game here from Neswitch.
How you going, guys?
Sage, huh? What?
Yeah, I didn't.
Is it? That's the
The
nerfed
nerf is
Sage
pretty
already,
rough.
right?
This
It's
was pre-nerf, I think.
oh, it was pre-nerf. Okay.
Oh no, maybe this was no,
But
this
didn't you
was
say
after
like from two
actually.
days ago or something? Like the nerf has been out for a
Yeah,
while.
no, this was after the nerf. I stopped
Okay.
playing her for about 3 days because I was really angry that
Okay.
they nerfed her, and then I don't think the nerf is actually that bad.
It's not that it's actually crazy how good Sage still is,
Yeah,
considering she got nerfed to the ground like a million
exactly
times.
right. Hundred
Uh,
percent. Yeah, hundred
that just
percent. Like a heal's slow, but
that just kind of shows you like how freaking overpowered she was like in beta and stuff.
yeah, yeah. But it's funny how many people don't use it now, which
Julian,
is
does your
which is
hat
gold.
give you aimbot? Yeah, definitely. Like okay. Um, let's see. The thing is with Sage, why many people don't use her now is first of all, people are happy that they don't have to pick Sage because it's definitely
Mm,
not a must pick anymore. Because
yeah,
I feel like a lot of players usually just picked Sage because she was so strong and such a must pick that they would just like
yeah.
fill her, but they were not maining her. Um,
Exactly right. Exactly right. There's so many people would play her like crap. That would make
yeah,
everything worse.
Um, I've played a few Sage games post nerf,
Yeah,
and she is still definitely viable. I
yeah.
actually
She's
for
still really
solo
good.
queue, I think I still like her.
Yeah,
I'd even say rather like in professional like 5v5 game, she's way worse because there's just
yeah.
better options in
Hundred
terms of
percent.
team play. Like if you can make Breach, for example, work in terms of team play. That's just going to be so much stronger than a Sage.
So strong.
Having
yeah.
those 3 flashes and stuff.
And I always play solo too.
But in a solo queue environment, Sage is just still good because a lot of people, well, they don't one-tap each other, so you still get like good heals in, stuff like that. Alright, but let's check out the game now. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Taking the defensive approach, and I already see Phoenix pushing. I'm dead.
Typical Phoenix.
That I can also tell you that doesn't stop an immortal or anything. Like people are just stupid. Dude, there's some aim.
Sometimes.
Goal 2. Not bad. Goal 3 on this one, right? Goal
Yeah,
3.
this is a nice goal 3.
Not bad.
This is, yeah.
Really not bad.
I do like warm up every time I play. I've started to use a bit of aim lab and stuff, but
yeah.
You can warm up as much as you want, but then you get into a game and then you can just, your awareness can be really crappy. That's what I find anyway.
Is there a reason why you like prefer buying Stinger?
$1,000 when people have got really no shields, like it can be really strong round 2, but I don't really buy it any other round. It's only round 2.
Yeah.
I might save it from round 2 if I keep it, but it's just quite powerful, like up close, and the burst is decent. I never used to.
I mean, I often buy Stinger over Spectre because I hate Spectre. I hate that weapon so much.
Yeah.
Nice. Stinger, I do just personally think I think I mostly just buy it when I'm on defense in the second round.
Okay.
Because I feel it's stronger on defense because you can like even in the third round when you keep it, you can like play and I always keep it. Like that's the thing. You kind of never want to drop your weapon. Like this third round, you kind of never want to drop your weapon. People used to do that, but nowadays no one does it anymore. This round is more like a bonus round if you win it. Like that's how people see it nowadays. Like they just go with full Spectres and Stingers and don't buy any other weapons. Yeah. And just see if they can take it. Dude.
Yeah.
You've got some aim. So I probably would have kept that. Got baited by the boom bot. That happened to me just yesterday. It's pretty rough. Like you really have to be careful not getting baited by boom bots. Like starting to shoot them when you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because that thing was going like sideways. Like it wasn't even looking at you. Like I said, that even happens to me sometimes. You see that boom bot come in, you just start shooting it, the guy peeks out with it, and you're fucked.
Yeah, that's what it's there for, I guess. Just baiting people.
Yeah.
Out.
Boom bot is pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can already tell you definitely got the aim down. Like you just on aim mechanics, you can probably hit diamond.
The goal is to hit diamond 1. That's always been my goal from the start. So if I can get a diamond, I'll be pretty happy. The closest I got.
People always say that, and then when they get to diamond, they're like, "Oh, if I get to immortal, I'm pretty happy." And
yeah.
It just keeps on going. I was in the beginning. I was like, "Oh, if I get immortal, I'm pretty happy," and then I got immortal, and then I just somehow continued. And I was like, "Yeah, maybe I can get radiant, maybe." And I hit Radiant once, and I was like, yeah, maybe I can get Radiant a second time on the second account.
Oh, man.
And I got a second,
it's so
and now
hard,
I'm like,
man.
maybe on the third account.
Yeah, once you get to diamond games, it just gets so hard.
Okay, that was one in CT there. Yeah, I like the smoke camp. Okay, a bit slow on that reaction, unfortunately, but I like it in general. Waiting in the smoke, like you knew there was one guy coming CT, just I was a bit weird. Could have maybe aimed a little bit different. I would have stood here, like waited right here. Like I think you went a bit too far into the smoke, giving you like a pretty bad reaction time. Like now you're standing like pretty angled against just one
side.
one angle, like one side.
Okay.
If you stand more in the middle and you aim, like stand a little bit further behind where you started. Just basically wait right here. Just wait right here.
Okay.
And aim like that. Just aim into the middle. The guy has no chance.
Okay.
Like you see him coming on the right, you quickly like flick over and he's dead.
Yeah.
But this way you have to flick way like you see him a lot slower. Now you have to flick all the way over, and yeah, you get kind of like
got you.
Get surprised or something.
Yeah.
That was so horrible, man. Oh boy, what's happening?
Oh, this is bad, man. This is bad.
Oh no. No, no!
I love
give
when
that
the
guy
guy's
coaching.
Right as well. Oh no. The guys in the chat were like, don't ever play Omen again. Poor guy.
So what he should have done for everyone is, like, he knew where the bomb was. He had a flash. The ultimate was absolute garbage. That was just
unnecessary.
Stupid. Like, doesn't freaking do anything.
Should have just blinded him and charged him.
Exactly. Literally just blind him and then TP behind him. Because he cannot hear the TP when he's blinded.
Yeah, I'm an Omen main. That's my main character.
Oh, I see.
And
oh, well, yeah.
So when I see that, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Like, it would be like if the guy is on the bomb, it's so easy to flash him. Like right when he diffuses, you just hold the flash from CT, and right when he starts diffusing, you flash through the wall onto the bomb. He's 100% blind, and you can TP literally anywhere without him being able to hear it.
He won't hear. Yeah.
Or I mean, I don't want to run in because he's too close to you. He can still see you. That's why I would TP. I don't really dig the bias here on that round. What's happening here? So you lost that last round, and now your money is at like, I guess she got money. Okay, that guy got 7.8. She got money. Is that guy dropping or something for? No, like he doesn't even like your Omen is playing as Spectre. So if that's a buy round, I definitely asked him to drop. I don't know if people do that in gold.
Yeah, they definitely do. Sometimes I just like don't want to take everyone's cash. You know what I mean? Especially someone's got 3. If they can't.
Well, you're top fragging, so they better give you their cash.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the thing is, when you're top fragging, they often do give you their cash.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So definitely not a sting around. If you have to buy for yourself on that round, play Bulldog and a heavy shield. You got like 3.2. You could buy Bulldog and heavy shield and 1 slow.
Okay.
I'd go for that. Because everyone's kind of buying in. I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, it's not something I usually do, but I think
or even just like play a Deagle and light shield so you can buy it in the next round, because your team can probably still buy on the next round. You could buy a Deagle and light shield and just stay. Well, you're Sage, so just stay in the back and pick up a weapon when someone dies.
Yeah. Okay.
But the Stinger to me is just really crappy in a round like that. There's like ops and stuff, and
Yeah.
Stinger is really, like I said, Stinger is really more of a weapon that I play sometimes in defense because I can like stand on close angles in defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah. No hope there.
Because when you're really close with the Stinger, it's actually pretty strong. Like you can even beat a
Yeah.
Vandal just
Yeah,
standing
100%.
very close if they don't one tap you. Can you win to scream? Someone asked in the chat. Well, funnily, do you say that? Funnily? Is that a word? I actually just won against Scream with Sysbot the other day. But I mean, it was a solo
Wow,
queue
that's
game,
awesome.
so.
Man. Wow.
Wait. Wait. Is that the new wall?
That's, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, wait, is the guy, is he still alive? Oh my god. Okay, I wouldn't have reloaded that fast after that kill.
Yeah, okay.
Like you're instantly reloading,
Yeah,
and I
okay.
feel like wait. I'm not sure exactly what, like there was an op shot earlier in CT. I'm not sure if that was the Reyna or if the op already died.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
But
I have a feeling it was the Viper.
Where we just heard like all the guys in heaven. Like 13 bullets is enough to like not instantly go for the reload.
Yeah, okay. I know it's a bad habit.
PlayStation player. Reload. Nah, it's I'd peace out here, to be honest.
Yeah.
You got 30 HP. Yeah, it's a little bit of difficult. It's unfortunate. Like you cannot really see him. You cannot really. You have shitty angles there, like both of you.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you stand closer, then you're kind of standing in a line, and he kills you both.
Okay.
Like the only way you could trade off and help that Omen is if you're standing closer. This is a scenario where you kind of like have to bite it and be like, okay, if Omen dies, whatever he dies, I play the bomb, I play the time game.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
definitely like peace out. You could have even just.
Yeah.
I mean, with 30 HP, you can basically do anything because if you win the round, it's like you're a god, and if you lose the round, it's like pretty expected to lose. With like he needs one.
Well, I could have just hid to the right, really, and just played bomb.
Yeah, you could have also just ran away right away when Omen was still alive and start running to stairs really quickly, and then start shift walking once you get to stairs, and like try to get into heaven. Like if he's never gonna defuse the bomb straight away, and if he does, then bad luck, whatever. But that way you might like this is something where you can give yourself the advantage when you're only on 30 HP. By like doing stuff like that, just very quickly repositioning and trying to go from heaven and then shooting him from the top when he defuses. Especially lower ranks don't expect that shit. He's just gonna aim for CT or so, like he's gonna tap the bomb and aim for CT. You just have to be careful that you don't run too far. You could run up into like stairs, like I said, quickly while he's still fighting Omen. Then he doesn't really hear it. And then you shift walk all the way into heaven. And you probably would have been somewhere here where he might start, like, can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Where he might start tapping the bomb. And then you just keep shift walking and play the read that he's not gonna go through. with the defuse on the first one,
Yep.
and you just
Okay.
wait here on heaven then for the second tap, and then you like kill him. By fighting him
Wouldn't
with
have
30
expected that
HP is like
Especially with the Phantom from that range.
no chance. Yeah, on that range with the Phantom, you don't really know how much HP that guy has, and pretty rough run. Okay, what's the money here? 3.4, 3.2. This is definitely like not a full buy round. I think this is kind of what I imagined for gold and platinum kind of stuff. People are very bad at like money managing, and like, I mean, Phoenix. I guess Phoenix can sort of buy because he's gonna be able to buy next round. But that's the thing now. Now you're starting to buy into like Spectres, and that really fucks your game. Like you're just gonna like, especially on attack, you're just gonna be shit with a Spectre against like Vandals and Phantoms. Just
Especially
no
on split,
chance.
yeah.
Yeah, especially on split.
Go for more
So
like a Deagle so I can get some long range picks.
yeah, if Phoenix decides to buy here, you don't want to like full eco, but you want to maybe go for a Deagle and Light Shield.
Okay.
Because like, oh, there's the Deagle. Okay.
I do go Deagle, there you
It's like you heard me
go.
on the replay.
Yeah.
It already
Yeah, you
happened,
did.
but like he
I'm
listened.
playing right now.
No! The thing is, you really have to start getting comfortable with the Sheriff. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, the Sheriff is... I mean, the Stinger is... it's only a difference of 200 credits. But the Sheriff is even 200 credits cheaper than the Stinger.
Yeah.
But gives you so much one-tap potential against like Vandals and
exactly
stuff.
right, yeah.
Like on the right range, I mean, I don't know if you've seen my stuff, you know a lot of my one-tap Sheriffs.
Yeah, 100%.
If you get comfortable with that, it just happens that you one-tap
I do play it
sometimes like one or two
reasonable amount.
people.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
just so much
recently
more potential than a Sheriff in these rounds, than a Stinger.
Yeah.
And I'm, I guess you should be playing Sage, because you like to like run in front and shit, and
I do, yeah.
it's really not
just
what you
like
want to do with
it's my play
Sage.
style.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, it's
I
cool.
play,
Like
I play quite aggressive.
you need shit to run in. Like I play Jet just because I freaking love dashing into sites. I just smoke up the site,
Yeah.
dash in, and be like, "Come on, team, follow me, follow up."
Yeah, dude. Oh, it annoys me so much when people hesitate to jump on sites, and I'm like, I'm Sage and
Yeah.
I'm running in first.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
guys,
That's
hello?
exactly what happens to me when I play more defensive shit. I get
Yeah.
pissed off just waiting behind everyone, and I start being the first one anyway. Like I can
Yeah.
I can smoke up a site with Omen, get to the entrance last, and still be the first on site because just
Yeah,
still
exactly
no
right.
one has like pushed in. So,
Yeah, that does my head in.
all right, we figured that out. Sage is not your role.
Yeah, I'm an aggressive player.
Sage is really something. Yeah, I mean, you gotta love playing it if you play it in solo queue. Ah, okay.
Oh, my aim. No.
Yeah, a bit wacky on that one. Ah, nice try. Wait, are they getting it? That's close. No,
Yeah,
no,
pretty sure
they're
they
not
just-
getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you just
did
did
it.
it, yeah.
That was actually not bad. Like even though you fucked up the aim,
Yeah.
that's just literally like being a little bit more calm on the aim. Like you had the time, you just started
Yeah.
shooting too fast. Like you shot before you actually got into the zoom, kind of, and
Okay.
before you
Yep.
properly aimed. So on that, you just want to it's just half a second or something. Take your time.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah.
Stay more calm. Other than that, that was. Oh wait, you killed that Reyna.
I got the Rainer, yeah. She must have been so weak. Just got on that
So
one
that-
shot.
But it was really freaking good to just get away, not peek out right away. This is what I mean. These few seconds is what won you the round. Because there's
Yeah.
people that would have just like straight up peeked out
Pushed
again and
out.
stuff like that and died, and he could have defused. But like this few seconds and then peeking, that's all it needed. That was
Yeah.
all it needed in time to like win the round. Do you had other games too, right? Do you have like an Omen game or stuff like that?
I got rid of a whole bunch of games. I do have them, but not super close.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's the crappy buy again. No, no buy.
Mhm. Let's go B main. I'll wall out. This was such an annoying game because we were playing decent at the start and then just threw it every time. They started playing really well in attack.
I try to like stay a little bit away from that. Like this
From
seems
that, yeah.
really weird to me. What Race is doing, I'd be like I'd probably like have stayed away a little bit. Like I wouldn't have. I'd probably have just stopped here and waited what
Yeah.
happened because you don't
Yeah.
want to run into a blast pack and stuff. And that
Yeah,
way
she
you
was
might
playing
have
pretty
not
aggressive.
ran into the.
Fire there.
That was
yeah.
just absolutely horrible. I don't know what that Race move is, man.
Bloody diamond players, man.
Boy. Wait, it's a 1v1?
Be back.
After that.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, somehow you guys won the round.
Yeah, after that.
Not entirely sure how that happened. Okay, it's 2 entries. Oh yeah, bad timing. Okay.
He's detained. Holy shit. This me just getting frustrated.
One enemy
Yeah,
remaining.
this is a massive throw, I'm pretty sure.
And it's a 2v1. How are they gonna throw that?
Pretty sure they throw this.
It's never gonna defuse, don't even have to like read. Oh
I know.
my lord. I mean,
Get it.
they tried to throw it, but how's the experience on Oceania servers, or how do you call it?
Oceania.
Oceania?
It's good, yeah, it's not too bad. People will just get really
Oh.
triggered so easily.
What the fuck are these blast packs, man? But it's only like Australians and New Zealand or something, or what?
Yeah, Australia, New Zealand. Sometimes you get Singapore randomly, but
pretty-
it's just Aussies and
This
New
is-
Zealand.
It must be hilarious being in a game with 5 Aussies, man.
Oh man, you get.
Mate,
some
what are you
games where
doing,
people-
mate?
It gets bad. People are so they just get so toxic though, man. It makes the like if you probably know exactly what it's like. If you get a game where people are playing really toxic and like they're really negative, you just lose the game because no one's
I
taking it
just have a
seriously.
really fucking good time having 5 Aussies in my team. And like just
You
hearing
want the good
slang
ones, though,
all
not the shit
day.
ones.
I really like Aussie slang.
One enemy remaining.
I had a lot of
Yeah, there's plenty of that,
Australian
that's for
friends.
sure. Oh dear.
Yeah. When I traveled to Thailand and stuff, I knew a lot of
Oh,
Australians.
cool.
Last round.
Um,
and abilities. Don't waste your firepower.
Did they have an eco on that round? Or what happened there? Like right now, your team's just kind of running over them. Like, not sure what.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts to go a bit pear-shaped later on.
Oh yeah, she got owned, but yeah,
I thought it was like,
they
yeah,
had, they
we're
had
gonna
an
win
eco.
this.
They had an eco.
Don't waste your firepower.
You haven't gotten your resin. That's one thing that I noticed.
Yeah.
It's probably due to like you're playing pretty aggressive. So
Yeah.
if you're playing Sage, you really want to like. It's painful sometimes watching your team
Die.
do stuff
Yeah.
or not do
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, you kind of just want to like sit behind your team,
Mm.
throw out some
That's just
slows,
not my playstyle. I love peeking
put a
out
wall
first
down
and
when
taking
you
first
when you're
picks.
moving in, like heal that guy now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure I do. Or not? Is me just going?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, either you start playing Sage like how you're supposed to play Sage, or you just screw Sage and never play Sage again.
Yeah, okay.
And say like that's not my playstyle, because like
Yeah,
that's like that guy's 20 HP, so that's yeah, pretty big chunk of heal if you give him that heal.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
are on the last round and you still have a res up, so
yeah.
your team's actually fragging. Imagine you didn't die and like your Omen went first or your Phoenix went first and died, and then you refrag
Yeah.
and then you res Phoenix.
Yeah,
Like then you have
true.
a super safe round. But
Okay.
you cannot just run in first with all your utility. Like now you're actually like losing the round
Yeah.
because of that.
Okay.
Like that's one. Like so far, I haven't seen that many like crazy mistakes for that elo, and your aim was pretty solid. Sometimes a little bit wacky, but that just comes with practice, like making it more
Yeah.
consistent. But these are the things. Sometimes it's literally a few single rounds that even when you're top fragging, you throw single-handed. Like people, what I've noticed, a lot of people forget about these rounds and kind of like don't put it on themselves that they lost this kind of round.
100%.
But in this
100%.
like this round is I think you're losing it after what I've seen.
I'm pretty sure we do lose it.
This round is 100% safe. Like your teammates are opening with 2 kills. You just have to heal your Omen. Let someone else go first into mid here. Get the refrag and res. And you got the round.
Mm.
So that's one round, which is a really important round because attacker rounds on split are so valuable. Like the more attacker rounds you can get, the easier defender is going to be for you. It's a huge defender-sided map.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Are you shitting?
that's like it didn't even have to do anything with your aim or Erlem or that there was anything bad. It's literally just strategical decision
Yeah.
to
Yeah. It's
run in
interesting
first.
watching back at that and me missing that,
Better
not
name
even
for
healing
five,
after
yeah,
looking at him.
Yeah, yeah, you were like so focused on I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that round is lost.
Then we lose this round.
That went from a 5 versus 3 very quickly to shit after you
Yeah.
died, basically.
And that was my fault, 110% my
Yeah,
fault.
yeah.
Far out.
Those are the important rounds because those are like rounds that you didn't even have to do much to win the round. Your
Yeah.
team already did it. You just had to like not throw the round. And that's like kind of what solo queue sometimes is about. That you don't throw rounds that your teammates already won for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you can
Yeah.
if you can like win every round that your teammates kind of already opened up to win, like you can make them save, then you win a lot more rounds because there's rounds that you're just gonna carry and where you were winning because of you. Like you had 2, 3, 4 rounds maybe that you carried, that you won, that you clutched 1v1, where you killed 3 guys in the first round and stuff like that. But 2 of these rounds you cannot run around with like 3, 4 frags in every single round. So 2 of these
Yeah,
rounds you
exactly
really need the safe rounds that your teammates are doing something.
Yeah.
And these are very important, like not to throw away.
Yeah, far out. Interesting, man. I'd never.
Maybe you
Just
should
watching
check
over
out.
it,
Maybe
like,
you
I
should
miss stuff
check
like
out
that.
Jed if you like
Yeah.
going so aggressive, because that's some stuff where in that mid round, like that's shit where you can just like freaking dash through the smoke behind the guy or whatever, and like
Yeah.
dash into heaven or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's
like
why I like playing.
tell your
Omen,
teammate
'cause I
like I'm going to have I dash through, follow up or something, and then go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Omen is pretty decent. You can do some aggressive plays with Omen, especially
Yeah,
in
I always play him very
these
aggressively.
ranks. What is that smoke?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Nice. I like it. Nice!
Fought well. One enemy remaining.
See, like, that's a round that you carry again.
Yeah.
Good round.
I knew this
Yeah.
would be easy.
Pretty nice. Good use of slow. I mean, you have a good use of utility in general.
Yeah.
And you have pretty good aim.
Thanks, dude.
You just really
Yeah,
have
let's
to
get
see
let
on
down
that game
sometimes.
like how it gets how it gets lost, because so far
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like you can lose this game because you're 8-5 on and you're on defender side now. Okay, you really
Exactly
want to buy a
right, yeah.
shield on that one.
Yeah.
Like if you buy, you don't even need the wall, to be honest, on that one if you like don't want to invest that much. But definitely
Yeah.
get it. Like if you're buying Stinger, definitely get a shield.
Yeah.
100 is even Ghost one tap. Like if someone buys a Ghost from them, they can one tap you when you're on 100.
100%.
And even with a
One-time
classic, if
shield.
they are close coming around with a burst, they can one tap you.
Yeah. This freaked me out, man, because I was like, how did she get her smoke there? So I didn't think. I was like, wait, what the hell? How,
Dude,
she must be in heaven if she got her smoke there.
Oh, that's one of the throw rounds.
So she launched her smoke over the top
Yeah.
and got it on heaven. I was like, what? That threw me off so much.
So definitely want to buy a shield.
Mhm.
You probably would have survived that and killed her if you actually had a shield,
Yeah, exactly right.
because you'd had that bit of extra HP. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why you're already rotating, because so far there's not much happening other than your
Yeah.
team getting a kill.
Okay.
Didn't have to like fully rotate off from that. And if you do,
Yeah.
you can just put your wall down as well if you want to. Like that
Yeah,
would be a
to cover that
possibility, for
spot.
example. Just put the wall down and then like rotate.
Yeah.
Because right now, like this is why it happens. Like you don't watch Garage anymore, and on timing, someone could have just timed in there now, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
See, now it's 40 HP. Imagine you had 50 more. You just
Yeah.
wouldn't even take out your heal. You'd just like turn around and freaking shoot him with a stinger.
Yeah.
Because 90 HP is still quite a lot for a classic to kill.
Yeah, 100% true. I just freak out. Yeah, try and wall her out.
Dude, they're up. They're up mid. Like how? Like, we had a mid player, no?
The thing is, the game really makes me want to like move to the US, or I mean
Yeah.
Australia. I don't know. Australian scene is
Yeah.
just never that big. US scene is just always bigger in these
Huge.
competitive
Yeah,
shooters
100%.
and shit. Because it's the experience. I personally think the experience, even though there's toxic players everywhere, still I
Yeah.
think the overall experience playing on NA is so much better than playing in EU. Because EU
Okay.
just has everything. You're playing with like Arabians, sometimes Turkish people, Egyptians,
Yeah, wow.
Russians that cannot use voice chat. And then
Oh,
I don't know, French, Spanish. Some people they're not comfortable speaking English, so they don't really say anything.
Yeah.
And it's so like it's such a shit fest, literally. That's just what it is.
Oh, right. I can imagine. It's similar to what it is on Australia, because some people don't use mics and stuff, you know? You just get. I find you just get a lot of toxicity. But it's
Like
the
every
games
time
that you
I
win,
listen
the
into a
good
stream.
comms.
Oh wait, you're actually winning the round. How do we lose this game? It's just when I listen into NA streams,
Last
The-
player standing.
communication in voice chat seems so much more. I don't know. Everyone's like speaking confidently. It's just their mother language, so it just sounds
Yeah.
like a
true.
different type of communication.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Like people actually like in between rounds communicate a little bit about like mistakes and how should have like here and then in
Yeah.
EU
A bit
you're
more
happy
serious.
if people are just calling out positions or something.
That's what it's
Um,
like in Australia. Yeah. Because like people play this game casually, and like I play it
Australians are the
competitively because I'm
casual.
a competitive
Okay, let's
person.
not watch that guy. Is he actually? Well, he's losing that 1-on-1. Oh no, we gotta watch the Omen 1v1 clutch again. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she's in hell.
Whatever. You sure you're losing this?
Yeah, we lose this. It's not pretty.
Okay. Here are the rounds now that we're interested in. Okay, there's something happening in mid. Like you're
I heard
walking
someone
around
mid, yeah.
really loud.
Yeah.
If they're close, they might even hear that and exactly know where you are. And then you're just pulling out your weapon. Like you're not in focus right now. So like this is a little bit like too casual
Yeah.
of a peak.
Yeah.
You want to have way more focus on that because that's a position, especially when you're getting up in ranks. If you peek around like that, you're always gonna get a one tap.
Yeah.
And then there's suddenly two in front of you. So you really want to be more focused on that B garage and jiggle this corner
Yeah.
to
okay.
like have a short like jiggle peek here. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Just a quick,
Yeah,
quick
100%.
jiggle around.
Yeah, 100%.
And then
like pull the
you
gun out
spot
first
them
and
out, and
jiggle
then
out.
you're like, oh shit, two there, and you throw your slow down to slow them down and shit, and then
100%. Yeah.
do a proper peek or something. But this is just such a like casual, half-hearted peek, and then
Yeah,
you're
100%.
literally getting caught out because you didn't like, you didn't
Wasn't
really
ready to
commit
see
to the
the-
peek either with like
Yeah.
very good pre-aim or something. It was just like, ah, I'm just gonna check and like basically hope that there's no one there already.
Yeah.
But there were two people there.
We're gonna have to reset this, guys.
And those are the rounds that are like
Oh, no.
pretty crucial. Like there's two in garage. If you can hold that, the round looks really good for your team. But
Yeah.
dying there makes the round really hard for your team.
100%.
Like your team's putting up pretty good fights still. This guy should definitely heal himself. I don't know why he's staying on 45 HP.
Yeah.
They know his position anyway, like it doesn't matter. No, dude, why are you not healing yourself? I hate Phoenixes who don't heal themselves.
Yeah, Phoenix gets
Yeah, I
wrecked
lost
and
that
we lose the round even though we had Spike. Yeah.
2.4. That's not a buy. Holy shit, what are people doing?
Yeah.
I guess this is the stuff where you have to take charge in the future in those games and be
Yeah.
like, this is not a buy round, guys. Save round and buy up full next one. Because once you start getting into this shit cycle of stingers and judge, you're never getting out of there.
Yeah. 100%.
Like you buy this shit and you lose this round, you're on the same freaking money next round.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do? You buy stingers again? So
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing though. Not buying
Careful,
full.
I'm
You
not-
should definitely tell your
don't speak
teammates
too
don't
soon, man.
freaking buy. Don't like be or
Yeah.
tell them be able to buy next round full. Like
Yeah.
they can buy something like a deagle or whatever, but they have to be able to buy next round in full.
Yeah, don't buy judges.
Oh, by the way, like you should definitely be playing mid with Sage even after the nerf.
Yeah, I usually do. I used to play A, but I usually do. That wall I would usually not
Okay.
put there. I think I didn't turn it properly.
Yeah.
I usually place it across mid, not
Yeah.
like how it was.
I think it's still pretty viable playing Sage in mid. You could even
Yeah.
put the wall down
Planted.
like shortly before the round starts, so it's just
Yeah.
up in full just at the beginning, and
Yeah.
stalls out a little bit. They cannot like rush mid right away or something.
That's what I've been usually doing.
Ooh, wait, that was just 80 damage. Shorty got nerfed. Like, to be honest, I wouldn't play
Yeah.
Shorty anymore on these kind of rounds.
Yeah, this has got nerfed. Yeah.
Yeah, it got nerfed. There's very rare scenarios now where I play Shorty, and I actually don't see much Shorty anymore in high ranks.
You
Oh.
wouldn't in high rank.
Because
but you see
it
a
got
lot in
nerfed
gold.
because of jumping accuracy for once, like they nerfed
Yeah.
jumping accuracy, in accuracy, but then also like it got nerfed in damage fall off. Like you have to stand
Yeah.
even closer to like do damage.
100%. It was pretty strong before for 200 credits.
Yeah. What was your money? 2.4? 5.3 next round? Yeah. This is a round where I probably just would have bought a Deagle again,
Yeah.
like Sheriff. I just like Sheriff. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
a
a good gun.
powerful
Yeah.
weapon to like get comfortable with.
Yeah, I
Um,
find my aim just has to be on for it. Otherwise, I'll just.
Could go for a
Throw my
Ghost as
shots.
well if you feel like it.
Mm.
But yeah, in those kind of rounds, I kind of sometimes just do like a Sheriff at nothing, just buy Sheriff,
Yeah.
and see if I can get a one tap.
Okay.
Like position well and get a one tap. Okay, now we're on the next. So now's the shit. Like you lost the last round.
Yeah.
But now the okay, these guys can actually still buy something. That's right. Okay, then they didn't do too. I don't know how Phoenix
for
can
the
still
race.
buy something. Is that just
Yeah.
a
I don't know how he had so much money this game, to be honest.
maybe it's just a super low buy though. Like maybe it's not buying a heavy shield,
Yeah, maybe.
but maybe he did it. Maybe he did it right. Who knows? But yeah, the race is the one that bought a judge and now is on 3.7, which is not so great.
one, yeah.
But she does have ultimate. That's not horrible. Like this is a decent buy still. Phoenix running down mid. Nothing there. They're hiding.
I think it's A, guys. I didn't say anything.
Okay. I think you definitely want to go CT on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Like going around mid, it takes so long now. Like your first guy already died now.
Yeah.
Okay. You listened to me again.
I'll go back.
No. No. you
Oh,
didn't.
no, he spoke too soon. Oh no.
Yeah, because now you're
so
like
my whole team's dead.
super late. Like you could have pretty
Yeah.
much been there now if you didn't turn
Yeah,
around 2
100%.
times and like didn't make up your mind. And the thing
Yeah.
is, actually pretty nuts because you have a Killjoy still in sight. Like on that
With traps
position,
down.
if you're like in CT and can like just bait a little bit, get the attention, she could still be able to like get 2 frags or something.
Last player standing.
Yeah, difficult one. Like going through ropes is just never that good if you're coming
I hate
from
ropes
B
so
side.
much, man. Yeah.
The thing is, if you're coming from mid, like someone of your team should have rotated through ropes right away.
Yeah.
Let's see how they were. Like here, that Phoenix, he should have just ran through mid into ropes when they're caught
Where
A.
he was there instead of going back down. Yeah, okay.
Because Race is already going through CT, and Omen is still on Heaven on that time. So he
Mhm.
should have just gone through ropes pretty quickly, and you follow up through CT. Because like being in CT would have given you such a better chance to do some to help there. You could have
Yeah.
probably helped when there was still like 3 of you alive or something.
Yeah.
I know how you like get the idea of going through there because Phoenix did the wrong thing. So you
Yeah.
kind of start to like be like, okay, then I go through ropes. But at that point, then just all go CT.
Yeah. And I changed my mind and wasted about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then change your mind. Like now you're so close to the site already. You could have just
Yeah, I
a
should've
couple
just
meters
gone.
more, and
Yeah.
you'd already be on heaven.
Yeah.
That's such a huge thing. And these are the kind of things like rotations, pathways, and stuff. That's the kind of things like where you have to get into in platinum and gold and stuff, because it matters a lot. Like you get punished a lot more for doing the wrong decision than in low elos.
Yeah.
Like people move into sites a lot more quickly and stuff like that when they get entry
Yeah,
frags.
okay.
So you don't really have the time to waste around anymore. And now, to be honest, I probably would have just waited here then, if you're already here, and would have just seen what like Killjoy can do, because you're not in a position to ever help her anymore at this point. You've got like 4
Yeah,
people
too far.
right between you guys.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty likely that someone is covering you on ropes. So either, if you want to get down there, either you jump down and go for it, go for the fight. But like just sneaking down the ropes, yeah, you're fucked if someone's there. There's
Last player
Yeah.
no chance, like 0 chance.
Yeah, see my legs first.
enemy
Yeah.
down.
I probably would have waited a little bit and seen if Killjoy can like maybe get 2 kills sitting in the back of
Yeah,
sight
okay.
or something. Because there was also still a chance that they might go through ropes rotating to B. Because they
Yeah.
might be scared like, oh, here's still Killjoy shit or grenades or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's just go to B. And you might have like taken off 2 guys that are like coming through ropes to you or something if you just chill
Yeah, okay.
in ropes.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really need to push it. 'Cause they didn't have spike.
No, there wasn't much happening
Yeah.
at the like. It was literally
Oh, they
either
did have it
Killjoy kills 2 on the site or you lost the round anyway. Like if she kills 2, you might be able to go for the 1v2 clutch.
Okay.
And like I said, there's still a decent chance they might actually rotate through ropes and run into you if you wait. Okay, now we're getting into the shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Just no.
Vectors. So you reckon like if you can't full buy, just go for pistols essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have? It's your money. 3K. You always only basically want to look at your money next round if you cannot full buy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you have 4 people on the team that cannot full buy. So these kind of rounds are really like Deagle Light Shield. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you got full utility still. Deagle Light Shield full utility is not an unwinnable round. And a
100%,
freaking Spectre doesn't make it easier than a Deagle or a Sheriff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a Spectre is not bad, but still in a lot of scenarios, it's horrible against a Vandal or a Phantom. Like as soon as the range is a little bit longer, like you have no chance. If you're getting into super close range, sure, you might have a chance, but even then, like a Phantom one-taps you. It's still like on very close range, Phantom one-taps you, Spectre needs 2 headshots. Still like you're still relying on your opponent to miss. The thing with a Sheriff is you don't rely on your opponent to miss. If you get the first shot, you landed on the head, he's dead, boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you just, with Sheriff, it's just you need to position well, need to take a good angle, and have a good reaction time. And then,
100%.
or have good crosshair placement and peek out and get those like quick peek 1-taps.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, the thing is, I don't like the way you're buying now. I think you're buying a heavy shield and a Spectre. You're thinking about it. But like Omen already bought down to 500 credits. He cannot full buy next round. You bought down to 400 credits. You
400.
cannot full buy next round.
Yeah, it's just pointless. I understand now.
It's close. No, it's not close. Wait, you spent like 1,000. No, wait, you spent 2,600.
Yeah. And
you would have had. So you have 5 6.9 next round if you lose.
It's a huge
Um,
buy. That's an op and a heavy shield plus utility.
No, and like getting a sheriff and a light shield gets you
Yeah.
to 4,000.
700.
Yeah, 700, right? And that's still like more than enough. Like even if you use your utility this round, you can buy full like Phantom Heavy Shield and utility next round. If you go
100%.
Sheriff and Light Shield this round.
Yeah.
Buying 2.6k right now leaves you at 3.3k next round. That's like the exact same buy that you have this round.
Yeah.
So what are the chances of you winning the round with Spectres against Phantom and Vandal? They're pretty shit.
Yeah.
And then next round, what you're gonna do? Buy Spectre again? That's what I mean with this
Yeah.
shit cycle. Like you buy up Spectres, you lose the round. What are you gonna do next round? Buy Spectres again and have a shitty round again? Like that's why you
Yeah.
take these eco rounds, Sheriff Light Shield, because it gives you a pretty good chance to like win the round. But
Mm.
yeah, it leaves you with a really nice buy on the next round if you lose it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ja,
Keep that in mind. Start practicing with the
Yeah.
sheriff more.
ja, letztes Jahr kurz hier, ich bin gleich fertig. Aber was anziehen. Witzig. Ich geh einfach rein joggen. Yeah. Those are super important. Like, no matter what your team is doing, you cannot full buy on this round. Like, if they're buying into full Spectres, you have to, like, just... Gotta just be like, yeah, okay, shit. Like, try to tell them maybe, hey, don't buy full. Like, just buy a Sheriff. Let's buy a full next round. If you can get them to do that, you're massively improving your games.
Yeah.
Because these rounds are so hard to win. Like, 2 Spectres. And then this guy is buying full on a Phantom now. So he has 0 money next round.
Yeah.
Like the race is gonna have like 2k next round or something.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix is on a deal. Like, what is this buy? You have 1 Phantom, 2 Spectres, and the Sheriff. Like, the chances of winning
No
this round
consistency.
are not much better than if you just have 5 Sheriff.
Yeah.
On Rays, bottom mid.
Alright.
Looks like it's gonna be a big hit.
Oh, okay, close one. That's nice.
Looks like it's gonna be.
That was well played by the Jet. Bashing like that.
Yeah, I don't even think. I think you were in a good position against that, to be honest. Because she
Should've
didn't
got that.
see you. They didn't know where you
on
were.
Rays.
You could have played a little bit more around your wall and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you were trying. Like, if you want to slow this, you slow it right now before the wall.
Yeah.
Actually, like now you're already fucked.
Yeah. I
Like
picked
taking out the slow
yeah,
now
okay.
is like too late. You
Yeah.
could have just slowed it right before the wall pops, so that the Viper is super fucked when like Jet doesn't know
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
And Viper would be super screwed walking through that slow, and you get the kill on her probably.
Looks like it's gonna be a big hit.
100%.
But the thing, you see, even Viper doesn't know where you are.
Is it till,
like,
till I shot?
Yeah.
110 on
So another thing
on
would
Rays,
be
bottom mid.
you could just go into that corner, for example, of the wall
Yeah.
and like chill in there. Like you're standing very open field, which fucks you up.
Yeah.
Um,
Hectic spot.
Big hit.
and then you're shooting a little bit too hectic again, like kind of like with that on the Bulldog, just like
Yeah.
not taking because you had that second to like get your aim right.
Yeah.
And, yeah. See, now your slow pops. It's like
Yeah.
the slow
like-
comes even like after you're dead. It pops.
Yeah.
So, yeah, could have tried to play a bit more around your wall because you were in a pretty good spot where they might have not like, they might have not checked where you are really. Like Jet would have maybe just like walked into the site, being like, "Yeah, no one here," and then Viper comes out and you shoot
Yeah.
2 people in the back or something like that. Just try to like
Okay.
get a bit more calm on these situations and get a good position and then hold the position.
Yeah. Yep.
It's something that I see a lot in lower ranks, that people don't really hold a position. Like they're never
they like to push
confident
out.
enough that they have taken a good decision, that they are in a good spot where the opponent's not going to expect them. And they're constantly like
Yeah.
switching around the spot, and then they start getting caught out open field or something.
Yeah.
Just try to make a plan for yourself, sort of, and like stick with your idea.
Position. Okay.
And I mean, in higher ranks, people are pretty aware of like Sage Wall and people hiding behind Sage Wall.
Yeah.
It's good that she saves. I like it. Oh, please
Yeah.
actually save. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like it.
You will be on the
I don't like it
outbound
anymore.
side.
See, now is the thing. Now you're on that round again. 3.3, 3.5, 3.4.
Yeah.
Basically, 3 people, no money. 2 people can barely buy. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
There's the Phoenix already
My
buying
Spectre
in.
again.
Can you play A?
Go to A, fella.
Like, this is how you're getting into this crazy loss streak of rounds, because you have no proper buys anymore.
Mm.
It's actually huge. Like,
Mm.
people don't really realize that often, but it's huge. Like, playing Spectres constantly against Phantoms and Vandals is a huge disadvantage. Like, now you're on a Spectre again, just like I said in the round before. If you lose it, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Buy a Spectre again.
Yeah.
And you actually have, like, I feel like lower ranks give Spectre too much credit. It's a shit
Yeah.
weapon. Like,
Yeah.
in high ranks, you literally only see that weapon on second round. Like,
Really? Okay.
no one ever buys it after that, really. It's
Yeah, well,
super rare that someone buys it after the. Like, sometimes when you really have to go on a force buy because they're on the 12th round,
Like late game,
someone
yeah.
goes like for Spectre. But
Yeah.
like otherwise, the game is really mostly. I mean, I've also seen sometimes when people have money to buy a Spectre and they can still buy full next round, then they sometimes go
Yeah.
for a Spectre.
Okay.
But most of the time, the rounds are like full buy or like a Sheriff half buy
Yeah. Okay.
or like a full
Right.
eco. That
Yeah.
obviously happens as well when you're like all on
Yeah.
2K money. No one then just
Yeah.
classic eco, but it doesn't happen so much.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of Sheriff. Sometimes even sometimes other pistols. Sometimes some
Mm.
people play a Frenzy or even go for a Ghost or something.
Because we weren't playing bad in this game, like just
No.
watching it back. But like there was so many buys where we
It's just
overbought
so many
vectors and that sort
yeah,
of
it's
stuff.
so many strategical mistakes that
Yeah.
fuck you up on the game. Like,
Yeah. Because all that aim, we're getting kills and stuff. And then
yeah,
we'll
it's
just
really
die,
not that
like-
the opponents are aiming better or playing better or anything. It's
Yeah.
literally you're giving yourself like really bad. You're just putting like your whole team is putting itself in a really bad spot all the time.
Yeah.
Like the enemy team is constantly on full buys. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, first of all, the angle is bad. Like
Yeah.
that's just a shit angle, because it's too like the guy just runs past your angle basically.
Yeah.
Like you cannot
Might
react
pop
in
out
that
as
time.
well at the same time.
You need more space to react. And then again, you're playing a Spectre, so you would have had to be closer, to be honest.
Yeah, to go right up the wall.
So like, but even on that range, what are you gonna do with Spectre against a Reyna ultimate Vandal running it? What are you gonna do with a Spectre? Like even if
You're
you
dead in
aim,
that
if
situation.
your crosshair placement is better,
You're not gonna outgun her, that's
Nah.
for sure.
she has a higher shooting, or at least the same shooting speed in her ult with Vandal than you on a Spectre, and she one taps.
Exactly
you
right.
On a headshot, so like, it's just literally you're not losing the game because you're playing bad or like the enemies are playing better. It's literally because like you're kind of saying, "Hey, I don't want to win. Let's just buy shitty weapons."
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just make the game extra hard for us and only play Spectres. This is the kind of shit you do when you're playing against like 5 ranks lower than you. Then you'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
let's get a challenge, guys. Let's just buy Spectres.
Spike planted.
It's pretty crazy now that I think about it.
It's really important for you to start being the person who doesn't buy in on these shitty buys.
Yeah.
Even if that means that you're gonna end up with rounds where your team cannot. But you've seen your team's buying on every round anyway.
Yeah.
Like if you eco one round, then it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, you can still win. Like you can buy on the full on the next round.
Yeah.
And your team's gonna buy their half buy shit anyway. Oh, they still lost that 2v1 even, man. And the thing is, you're not gonna feel a big difference in terms
Yeah.
of your eco round losses
Yeah.
because you lost all of those Spectres rounds anyway. So if you play a
Exactly right,
Sheriff in
yeah.
those and you lose them, you're not gonna feel a big difference. But you feel
Yeah,
a big
because it's
difference when you
expected.
can suddenly buy full equip on the next round.
100%.
And that's when you can, like, make a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I was like a freaking judge. I could just you're literally just giving them the game, saying like, we don't want to buy proper weapons. Let's just play shit weapons every single round. It's literally how you lost the whole game because
There's
I've seen
yeah,
5 rounds in a row without a full buy. And it's huge on split.
Hmm.
Because like with full buy, you have this massive advantage on split as a defender, but not if you're playing pump guns and Spectres everywhere.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I remember this. I was screwing around way too much and I just got on site.
You got a Spectre again.
No.
Like, I mean, what are you gonna do with it anyway?
My world. Spike planted.
I mean, you just started to like. I mean, you were very late. I don't know what happened in the beginning.
Yeah, very late, yeah. I don't know what I was doing.
Way too late. That's pretty much
should've
what screwed you up, to be honest. It's the only thing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I knew that was my fault big time.
Try to not take out so much utility when they're pushing in so hard. Like,
Yeah.
you had a chance, like you walled these other guys off, so they need a little bit. Like it's only Jet that can go through. Like you heard her jumping up in the air.
Mm.
If you take out your weapon right away now instead of the slow, you would have killed her there
Yeah.
because she's just landing. Because you're still in the animation of taking out your Spectre when she lands, and you're still getting like you're even jumping for some reason. But you're still getting shots out of your Spectre. Like you're getting 4, 5 bullets out. Like imagine you just didn't take out the slow and just took out the Spectre after like placing a wall and running away a little bit. She would have landed in front of you and you just like, oh, hi, boom, dead. Even with the Spectre, you would have killed her there. So yeah, really try to like not take out too much utility when they're like, it's kind of the same as the one on B side where you're taking out slow warp when Jet's already like dashing in and stuff. When you're so late, you have to just go for the aim.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah, you're coming late to
think
the
that's one
side.
problem with mine.
The wall, you're actually lucky still getting the wall down and surviving, and then it's time to just like take out a weapon and fight.
Welcome to my world.
That's one thing you will see in high ranks. People die a lot less with utility in hand because they don't take out their utility like when there's people nearby and then like engaging. Like a lot of people use their utility like to get into the sides as attackers, like boom boom boom, use everything quick, get in and then fight. Whereas at defenders, they throw everything out in the beginning of the round, if there's something, obviously, and then they just start fighting.
then it's gunfight. I think that's one of my problems. I rely too much on utility and not enough on gunplay.
utility, especially on Sage, it's really like it's a stalling thing. But if people are already pushing onto you, like the guy is already pretty much flying in you, like up above you, it's not time to like take out utility anymore. It's time to fight. When you hear a Jet like dashing in and shit, then it's past the time where you like go for slows and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Did this guy buy a sheriff?
Think
It's
so.
pretty sad. Like seeing so little sheriff just indicates like how kind of bad this whole thing is.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Constantly like judge and spectre and stuff.
Match point.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I said, on high ranks you see a lot more sheriff.
Yeah.
Or even at least bulldogs. Like you had rounds where you have 3.3k or something. Sometimes there's rounds where you got 3.3k, let's say, and your team got like 4k, and you're like, okay, let's force this because the enemy team might be broke if you win this round, so it's an important round, stuff like that. And then those are the rounds where I personally rather go for a bulldog and heavy shield
okay.
than for a spectre.
Okay.
I personally feel in a lot of situations the bulldog is still like stronger than the spectre.
Yeah.
Especially on long range, you have some of these like A CT to like A main is like a good bulldog range for like a zoom burst fire.
Yeah. So you reckon just burst it? That's how I usually play. I'll play it on burst because it's
And
quite
even
strong.
on even on close range, bulldog does two, like one headshot, one body shot is a kill. It's the same as phantom
okay.
sort of on those mid
Yeah, wow,
range.
okay.
I mean, it's just that you don't have a one-tap headshot on close range with Bulldog, which is
Yeah.
what makes it pretty bad. But on like medium range, it's not that much worse than a Phantom.
Okay.
I personally felt like I have a lot better chance with a Bulldog often in those gunfights than with a Spectre.
Yeah.
It's the freaking 5th round I see on a Spectre now. Like
Yeah.
this is literally the only thing that cost you the game, that you didn't do any
Yeah.
eco round and just had a full buy.
We didn't eco, and I was watching this back. We just did not even eco once. We just
Yeah, if your team doesn't eco, then bad luck. But it like that's one thing. If your team doesn't eco, it doesn't mean that you don't eco. You still just
true,
do it.
Yeah. Because Sheriff can still be really good.
So this round was better. Like you're there from the start, put your wall down, you see them like pushing pretty aggressively, you put the slow down as you like walk back. That's how like it's supposed to be. Put one more slow down, and now it's gunfighting. Like this is what I mean. Like this is often how it should go, more or less, when they're pushing aggressively and stuff. Put down your utility, stall them, call out for your teammates, they're coming, and then get into position and gunfight. Like I said, you still I can already feel like how you want to like go in, but
I know.
it's it's not the go in time right now. You're 5v4 on defender and you got a res up.
Yeah.
Like Sage
should
is
see how I
really
play
not your
Omen.
character.
Yeah, you should see how I play Omen. I play him really aggressively.
I mean, even if you play a different character and you're 5v4 right now, it's not time to go in as defender.
Yeah.
It's time to take a really good position. Yeah, thank you. Listen to
Yeah,
me,
make
listen to
them
me.
rotate.
Take a position behind the side. Nope, don't run around on the side. See, there he comes.
Razor kills himself.
There it comes. First guy jumps in, dies. Second guy walks in, and oh, you got one. Oh, nice,
I get the
nice
judge.
judge.
No.
Take
I don't
the
think I
red
meant
ball.
to do that. Yeah. I'm definitely not a judge player, that's for sure.
One enemy remaining.
Bad.
Using our spawn.
Like Judge is not bad,
Slash outside.
Oh,
On
it's very
certain
strong, but
angles.
I'm just not that sort of player.
but the Raze was playing Judge on A.
It's not ideal.
I mean, playing if you play it properly on A Heaven, it can work.
Yeah.
But definitely not like pushing into your opponents in T spawn with a Judge. That's not kind of what you want to do. And like on B Heaven, it can also work playing a Judge round.
Yeah.
And they're pushing. I've had rounds where I killed 2 or 3 guys with a judge on B Heaven, and they had like a full buy. It's not that terrible. There is definitely a place for buying a judge, for example. I actually
100%.
rather buy a judge than a Spectre if I have like low
Yeah.
money.
Okay.
Because with a judge,
on,
I
like,
can just put myself in a position that really favors me. With a Spectre, I never have any position that favors me.
Yeah. True.
Like even on close range, Phantom one taps me, Vandal one taps me. Like
Yeah.
I still always have the disadvantage with a Spectre against like Phantom and Vandal. But with a judge,
kind of
I can
relying
put
on
myself in a
bad aim.
position where they come running out and I basically one tap them.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start this party. War race.
You've got really quite decent aim, but you've put yourself like 5 rounds in a row into positions where you cannot even make
Yeah.
use of your aim.
Yeah. Okay.
And where you just, like I said, where you're just playing like a rubber gun against like real guns. Like you can literally give the best aimer in the world a rubber gun and let him play and let him like go against like someone who's never used a gun,
Yeah.
but it gets the real gun, and the guy with the rubber gun has no chance, even though he's freaking pro.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
On those ranges, you can use ads.
Yeah.
That's a range where you could
learning how to
could
do
use
Dolphin,
the
yeah.
zoom. The kind of tapping style that you did with the Phantom that works with the Vandal, it doesn't work with the
Yeah.
Phantom. You either do like always like, well, it was a little bit too fast. I think I checked that out again. Yeah, you did like single bullet taps, a few of them. You really don't want a single bullet tap with a Phantom. Either you do like these quick double burst shots,
Yeah.
or you just go into the spray. You can even just go into the spray on this range. Just peek
Yeah,
out
okay.
wide and go into the body spray. Oh, wait a second.
okay.
Makayo, what's los? Ja. Das macht sie gleich was. Alright.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, the thing is like when you're tapping like that fast,
Yeah.
or bursting that fast, like the recoil doesn't reset that fast on the Phantom. It just gets really wacky.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So it's a better idea to go into ads.
Yeah.
Either you go into ads and zoom on that range,
Yep.
or you just go to the spray. Try to land the spray.
I honestly usually play Vandal But if I'm not feeling my aim on a day, like I'll use Phantom. If I feel like I'm not actually clicking heads, I'll just go to Phantom.
I think Phantom is overall still better on Defender, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you can't even change it till you're out of college. You can't change anything.
Depends a little bit sometimes on the position you're playing, but
Yeah.
okay. Click A again. No, I like that position.
Yeah, so do I.
I would have stayed on there a little bit longer.
Yeah. I
Okay,
usually
they're
do. I
shooting
play
it
my
anyway.
voice fair bit.
Okay, now back off. Yeah, yeah. There wasn't even that much in front of A. There was just one or two guys. So. Hmm? I think I haven't seen a single res this whole game, to be honest. That kind
Single
of
what, res?
indicates that you don't want to play Sage.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where I should have res.
Because like,
There is double rotating.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
it's really like you're playing an agent right now in this game
Yeah.
that you're not using the utility basically. Like you
Yeah.
throw a wall in the beginning, you throw two slows, and that's it then.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really benefit
Man, well,
you or your team right now. You having Sage.
Mm.
If you'd be a breach right now or something, you'd have at least 3 flashes to like flash for your
Yeah.
teammates or shit like that.
Out of charges.
Oh, oh shit. Oh, get it. Oh wait, Race cannot get out. Oh shit, no, she let her thing get destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, she's fucked.
This is really unlucky.
Oh, not enough time.
It's a nice shot.
Let's shot for it. Wait,
Okay.
could she have gone for half?
No, not with Raze there. We're struggling anyway.
I probably would have placed the ultimate, the Killjoy ultimate, in elbow.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
much
definitely.
better to defend. Like it does the same thing. Like and it's much
right.
better for you to defend your ult from there.
Yeah.
You can like play around with the corner, but she did a huge mistake now to just leave her ult there. That was her only chance, like to like
Yeah.
just leave there and get
push back,
destroyed.
got
Like
the
now,
Raze.
no chance anymore. She also didn't put down a turret, which could have been huge.
Yeah.
Imagine she put down a turret, like
Like
right
right there.
here.
Yeah.
She kills that guy.
Impeccable kill.
Then goes side. Oh, good, good. People really don't have that terrible aim on platinum and gold and stuff. Like imagine she just puts the turret on here, onto the ledge. Then the turret would have shot Raze in air, and it slows you down like pretty crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
Distracted her.
To charges.
that would have been massive. Like just putting out the turret right there. Could have even just put it
Yeah,
on the
right
side.
top.
Didn't even like matter.
Yeah.
Just put it down, aim it at heaven. Let's see. It's really like I've recently played my 3rd account, and the first game I had like gold and platinums in my game, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe full platinums or something.
Yeah.
And it was literally what I'm seeing here. Aiming is
Yeah.
not that terrible for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
They were all landing some shots. Obviously, like high ranks are more consistent and
Yeah,
still like just a little bit better on aim. But that just comes like the more you practice, your aim's just gonna get better and better and better.
Mm.
But I had such an easy time. Like literally, like the enemy team started calling me a cheater, like just
Wow.
after a few rounds. Just because I literally felt I was walking around with a wall hack in my mind because they were so fucking easy to read.
Yeah. Okay.
Like strategically, they were playing so poorly That was
Yeah.
so easy to like figure out where they're standing, where they're hiding, and just go around with pre-aim, pre-fire on every corner where they are. And they felt like I'm cheating because I was just pre-firing them on every angle.
Yeah,
Um,
well.
and that's really where the difference comes in from high ranks and like gold and platinum stuff. That like high ranks are gonna abuse game knowledge, game sense against those gold and platinum players to a degree that the
100%.
plat players feel like they cannot react, cannot do it because they're getting like it's just so easy to read them. I just remember one
Yeah.
round where I literally, I don't know, I literally call out on the stream, oh, it could be one guy just still sitting in that corner here. My teammate passes the angle, and luckily, like, the opponent sitting in that corner, he was actually sitting in the corner that I called out. He wasn't shooting because he was like thinking we would walk past him, he could kill us both.
Yeah.
So I come in second. I obviously check the corner, just give him a headshot, and they're like, "Oh, he's cheating!"
Alright. Oh my god.
And like there, where you can see, like I'm already I'm already saying on stream like 10 seconds before there might still like I was like, "Oh, Killjoy might be pushed on A, sitting here in the corner," and my teammate who is platinum just walks past it, not checking it. He would have just died to her.
Yeah.
And I would go in there, checking it, boom, headshot, easy.
Yeah. I guess that comes with a lot of practice as well. Like knowing where they're gonna be.
Yeah, it's literally just map awareness, being like, okay, we were more on this side and we learned them. We didn't cover A side, so that naturally just gives me a sense of, okay, there could be someone pushed in here and wait in the corner. So I check those corners. It's literally that easy. If you didn't cover an angle or a flank, and you're going then later for that flank, you have to check every corner. Like they could be sitting in every corner, they're pushed up. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's really like on this session, it's a kind of like fundamental session.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I feel like you're a little bit like I don't know how much Sage you've been playing, if that was like a one-time thing or if you did it more often.
I stopped playing for a bit, but I usually play about maybe half the time, a third of the time.
So we have to like fundamentally basically determine or declare that Sage is not going to be your pick anymore. Or you start learning playing Sage, how Sage is supposed to be played. But at the same time, I don't think it's worth it playing Sage at the moment anyway. So you can just get rid of that in your agent pool.
Yeah.
And I actually would like to see you. I mean, I'd like to see you play Omen as well. I could see that being interesting with your kind of playstyle.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to see you like picking up a Raze or a Jet. Maybe Raze recently. Yeah, maybe even Raze, because Raze is just super strong in these lower ranks. Like Raze is even strong in higher ranks, but in lower ranks it's even stronger because people are just worse at like dodging grenades and like dodging your ults and stuff. It's easier to land utility damage with Raze in lower ranks. I'd love that because Raze would fit your kind of playstyle where you constantly like want to like push into something. You could just I have my ultimate, double satchel at the beginning of the round and just boom, try to like pick someone off with an ult right away. That could like suit you. Because this game was literally decided by you playing the wrong agent for your playstyle, and secondly, your money management.
Yeah, 100%.
This thing is gonna like drastically improve your games if you start properly ecoing and like then proper buying, because you got the aim to like out aim people if you take good angles. If you're playing Phantom or Vandal. It's not like everyone else is like aiming better than you or something. Like you had tons of opportunities where you had a Spectre in hand to kill people, but you had a Spectre in hand.
Yeah.
And they had a Vandal. They had a Reyna ultimate Vandal in hand. So yeah, Sage just doesn't seem to be your agent. Like a 23 rounds game and not using a single ultimate kind of indicates you're just not in that space of awareness of
Yeah.
like being a support. Like
Yeah.
being the guy who like stays behind, watches the map, slows there, heals that guy, runs over to the other side to heal his teammate, then like runs over
Yeah.
there to res someone and better like that's really what Sage basically is. Like wall off
Yeah,
this, fall back, slow it down, let your teammates like get the first engage, res them,
Yeah.
heal them, and then you're kind of the guy who maybe clutches out the rounds sometimes and stuff because
Yeah.
you're like last
Rather
man
than being the
standing
first
and
line
shit.
of defense.
But that's totally fine. Like you don't, like I said, Sage is not even like, if Sage was still as crazy as she was before, I'd maybe say like, oh, it might be worth it for you to learn that play spell. But at the moment,
Yeah.
Sage is just a pick where it's like, yeah, it's alright to pick. But if you're not really a Sage main, then just don't do it. You're just
Yeah.
making the game harder for yourself. You would have had so much more impact on this game if you played Jet or Raze or Omen or whatever. I mean,
Yeah. The Omen on our team in that game.
you had a
was
Killjoy
horrible.
who was pretty alright. You had a Raze.
Yeah.
You had a Phoenix and
Yeah,
an
those three were decent.
Omen.
Yeah, the Omen.
This was a game where you're pretty free to pick anything.
Yeah.
Because you got the fundamentals, you got a Smoker, you got Duelist, you got Killjoy.
Yeah.
There's really nothing absolutely necessary to pick. Like it would have been totally fine to pick a Jet, for example.
Yeah.
And you might have had a lot more impact playing
Or
a
a
Jet.
Breach, yeah.
Yeah, Breach totally. Like, but I still Breach is the same playstyle as Sage, so it's probably not
Yeah.
not your type of agent. That's what I'm thinking. Like Breach is
Yeah,
also
okay.
just sit in the back, flash for your teammates, wait for them to go in, stuff like that. You really don't want to run in first as a Breach. You just cannot like run in with your own flashes and stuff. It's just not very effective.
Yeah, okay.
Could we even play the Reyna on this this game?
I
yeah.
used to main Reyna at the start, but I used to love her, but then I stopped playing her.
I think the way you played Sage this game, it would have been so much better playing a Reyna, for example.
Yeah.
Because you would have probably healed more in total than you healed with Sage.
Then I
just,
healed
on,
my team.
just on yourself with Reyna.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
yeah, I mean, Reyna can get it, like, you can, she gets 100 damage, kills the guy, heals up 400.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
And you sometimes do that 3 times in a round. Like Reyna in healing numbers often out heals a Sage.
100%.
Especially after the Sage nerf.
Yeah, 100%.
So you would have had 2 flashes for your team, and yeah, probably heal a lot more and do a lot more impact. Yeah, it's really, other than that, there wasn't so much. Ja, Makayo, gleich, ja. Was möchtest du? Okay, come here. There wasn't really so much. Ja, es geht doch gerade an. Musst du kurz warten. Ist aus. Hast du runtergeschmissen. There wasn't really so much, like, I think in terms of positioning, like we talked about, like the situation with the wall on B. There's like slight things where you could like try to get a bit smarter about it to play around the wall or something, play around the utility, get a bit better angle. But other than that, there wasn't so many situations where I'd say like, oh god, your movement was horrible or your position was horrible.
Yeah, it's more just getting yourself in the right position, the right guns.
Yeah, I think I personally this was a really close game. And I literally think just a few decisions would have already turned the game for you.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, you should have positioned better there, or you should have taken a better angle there, or you missed all your shots, your crosshair placement was shit or something. It was literally, if you didn't buy Spectre every single round on defense, you might have had those 2 more rounds and won the game.
Yeah.
Like win a few more rounds, force your opponents on an eco round, and you win the game.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, far out. Makes such a difference. Just noticing that how much
Just-
I
just-
actually bought, like we bought. This is crazy.
Just literally take it, take for yourself out of the session to give Spectre way less credit.
Yeah.
Like the weapon is a second round weapon at best. I don't even buy it much in the second round.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
But I
like the
don't buy a
equivalent
lot
of using
because I'm
Stinger.
not very good on Spectre. So I often
Yeah.
rather buy a Stinger or I buy a Ghost on second round.
Okay.
But if you're fine on Spectre, you can buy it in the second round. I even often
Yeah,
buy
okay.
a Bulldog in the second round because
Yeah.
it goes much better into the next round.
Yeah.
And if I have the money, I sometimes even go for a Phantom. If I have a lot of kills on the first round, sometimes
Yeah.
even go for a Phantom in the second round.
Yeah, okay.
So really get that Spectre out of your repertoire of weapons
Don't worry, it
during
is.
the game.
I'm just gonna be thinking rubber bullets, man.
You just gotta watch the Wardell whiffing montage, and
Oh, no.
and think of these sound effects that the guy edited in, where it's always like.
I'll have a look.
That's kind of how I feel with the Spectre always. It's this, I don't know.
Oh no, I'll have a look.
I really, maybe I just have to tell. I feel like there's a lot of people buying this weapon way too much because it's cheap
Yeah.
and they feel like, oh, it's almost like a Phantom basically,
Yeah.
but it's
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible weapon for 1.6k. Mitsubasa?
Yeah.
Huh? But it's terrible when you're playing against the Phantom.
Yeah, 100%.
It's pretty good when you're playing against Vandal and you're getting on close range. Spectre can often beat a Vandal if the Vandal doesn't one tap. Like Vandal gets out two shots while the Spectre does like 6 body shots dead. Like I've had these
Yeah.
situations where you're like, fuck, I hate the Vandal because I just got owned by a
Yeah.
Spectre on close range.
Yeah, exactly right.
But like I said, against a Phantom, you'll almost never have a chance because if people are able to land some headshots, then, well, Phantom
100%.
is a one-shot headshot as well and shoots very quickly.
Yeah, I had a game yesterday where I actually dinked Raze,
I-
like a Raze on the other team, twice in the head, and it didn't
Yeah.
kill him with a Spectre.
Yeah, even like on long range, you don't even kill with 2.
Yeah, well, I dinked her once, and then she healed, and then I dinked her
Ah,
again.
okay.
Like, yeah, that's so annoying. That just goes to show.
Really, like I said, I would have liked to see a lot more Sheriff. Like, just for the sake of also you getting practice with Sheriff.
Yeah.
Because I literally, I cannot remember a single round seeing you on a Sheriff on this game.
Yeah.
And this game
Yeah.
had basically at least 5 rounds where you should have bought a Sheriff.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah, just from my experience, I can remember so many rounds in my games that were won, like eco rounds that we won, because I took out 2 Sheriff one taps. That just
Yeah.
happens. Like the more you get
Yeah,
comfortable on the
100%.
Sheriff, you just sometimes get these rounds. You go on an angle, you like boom, one tap, boom, one tap. Oh, okay, just won an eco round. Nice.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen with a Spectre. Like you don't go anywhere and be like, oh, just one tap 2 people with a Spectre.
Yeah, exactly
Nope.
right. Yeah.
Like
And you're gonna be on
Spectre
low
is
health if you
at
get out of the first
best a
gunfight.
1-for-1 often. Like you spray down the first one somehow because he doesn't hit you properly, and then the second guy comes around and just like, yeah, okay, you did.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, cool, man.
like I said in the beginning, like Sheriff is really putting you into position where you can also go for the aggressive peak confidently and take him out before the guy even gets a shot out.
Yeah.
Because you
yeah.
just gotta land the headshot. Even on Spectre, you always give your opponent a chance to react. Like you could
100%.
tap him on the first bullet, he's still alive, he can like react, he can tap you with a Vandal and you're still dead.
Yeah, true.
You don't give that chance. And at the same time, Sheriff is half the money. Like it's 800 compared to 1600.
Exactly right. Yeah.
There's really
one
no
tap.
place for Spectre, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, well, man. This is
And like I said, a lot of these rounds, if you force buy, then I'd take a bulldog.
Yeah. Okay.
Still feel that. Like also just for you to get a bit more comfortable with the bulldog, because I have seen a lot more bulldog in like high competitive play. Like I've seen a lot more high rank players. It's often like second round buys with really good players often contain like 2 bulldogs now. And then there's like maybe 1 or 2 specters and one guy maybe even playing a ghost. Obviously in solo queue, sometimes it's a very greedy and there's like 3 ghosts and 2 specters.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like bulldog is not. It's never a terrible idea on the second round, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. You just
Right,
want
I'll
to
give
play
that
a
a
bit
go.
more carefully then, to not throw it away. Like you really
Yeah.
want to like get that bulldog through to the next round. Then, if you have specters on the team, you let them run first and stuff and get the eco frags, and be happy to save your bulldog and full shield.
Yeah.
So you get into like good money situation. Do you have any questions still about the game or?
All right, you've covered a lot, man. I've taken a lot of notes as well. It's been really helpful. I think it would just be good to like go back and play different characters and just practice a bit more with the sheriff. And then to see how that affects me as well. And to see how my playstyle kind of changes. Because when I play Omen, I play super aggressive. So to be able to see that with kind of a bit more awareness, I think will be heaps beneficial. So
yeah, like
no, this has
play
been
around
really
with.
good.
I mean, you're still on a rank where you need to play around. Like when I started with ranked, I played around a lot. Like in the beginning, I played tons of Reyna. No, I started playing tons of Omen at the beginning. I played a lot of Reyna in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I started picking up Raze. I was like, oh, Raze working pretty well. Played Raze really for a while, like non-stop, and grinded to like Immortal and High Immortal just with Raze basically. And then I started like picking up Jet and Jet, and bit rough in the beginning, but then started to get the hang of Jet, practice the dash mechanic and stuff, getting faster on that. And then really started seeing good results with Jet. And then I got to like Immortal 3. And then I picked up like Killjoy and Sage. And especially on Sage, suddenly, like the old Sage. Suddenly I started like winning over 70% playing Sage in like super high ranks. Because the game was way more tactical and strategical. And then Sage was like really good, like a really good pick. And doing really well in Sage. So I just experimented myself with that. And now I'm still like, I also like between this, okay, am I gonna more be like an Omen player or Killjoy, kind of defensive playstyle? Or am I still trying to be that Jet guy or something? Because every time I go into solo queue, I pick Jet. So many games, I destroy everything.
Yeah, I've seen you play
but
Jet.
as soon as
like,
people
that's what
are
I've seen
like,
in most clips.
as soon as people are a lot better, like high, like full Radiant Immortal 3 lobbies, I'm starting to like struggle with my Jet. Like I feel like my Jet playstyle then is not quite. But as soon as I'm playing against a little bit lower ranks, I just like run over them with Jet.
Yeah.
So I'm still also a bit indecisive between that. Maybe like when I play more thought out strategical stuff and I play against like super high ranks, I tend to do better because then I'm a bit more laid back and just like analyzing and thinking about the game and outplaying. Whereas with Jet, I then sometimes just lack the mechanics or I don't know what. But yeah, experiment a little bit for sure. With like, I'd say for you, I'd love to see an Omen. I could imagine Omen, but the thing is, the place you're gonna get away with right now on Gold and Platinum, you're not gonna get away with on like Diamond, Immortal or something.
100%.
So like, don't think that Omen is an aggressive agent because he's not. Or to a large degree, he's not. You can make these like initiating ult TP plays often, where like you ult into like a site or something, or heaven or this and that. That even works in high elos. But like your normal TP doesn't work that aggressively as people would like it to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
as easy as
People-
like, oh, I'll just TP behind them and they're not gonna turn around.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. 100%.
It's
yeah,
really
I find that as well.
TP on Omen and high ranks is often just a sound cue. That you're
Yeah.
literally just so many times, and every Omen play I watch, so many times it's just literally TPing on the spot where you are, just to make the sound and make the people and make the enemy team go, oh shit, Omen TP'd. Where is he?
Yeah.
Where is
Okay,
he?
yeah,
But you're just in the
exactly
same
right.
position. It's just a fake spell most of the time. Or
Yeah.
getting across something, someone getting across a cipher trap or stuff like that. But you really
Yeah.
don't see many people TPing behind 4 enemies or something and getting away with it and actually killing them. That's
Yeah, I tend to do that sort of stuff a fair bit.
doesn't-
I should send you one of my videos. I've got I made like a highlights clip of Omen, how I usually
Nice.
play him. I should show
yeah,
you.
yeah, send that to me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a 3-minute
try out
video.
like Jet and Race. I think Race might suit your playstyle for now.
Mm,
Pretty well. Going aggressive with
yeah,
that.
okay.
Um,
I'll get stuck back into her then. And I'll try it Jet. I've tried Jet a couple of times, but it's quite hard to get the hang of.
I think if you start to like find your role and playstyle, then it could be useful to really look into, okay, what kind of moves can you start to implement with them? What kind of positions should you be taking? Because also in this game, you were first on B, then you rotated suddenly to middle to A with Sage, and
Yeah.
then like walling off A and stuff. It was like, just go mid, just take
Yeah,
mid.
play mid.
Be like, guys, I'm the mid boss, so I'm mid. You all screw yourself, and you take your mid control with Sage because that's where you're supposed to be. Kind of like,
Yeah,
obviously,
cool.
sometimes you can swap it up, but I personally would have still like played a lot more in mid with Sage.
Okay. It's funny, the other game I was gonna play, like to show you, was the one that we won. I played Sage, and I played mid the whole game.
Yeah.
And that's the one that we won.
Yeah, she's just good in mid.
Mm.
I mean,
Mm.
that's where she belongs.
Yeah.
It just stalls out the round so much. Like, yeah, it's literally even after the wall nerfs, you could put the wall, like I said, you could put it down right before the round starts. It's still stalling quite well and giving you information. If there's like 2-3 people shooting the wall, you're like, okay, there's 2-3 people in mid, so they're not rushing A, they're not rushing B or something. And then you don't really have to do that. You put down the slow in mid, takes a little bit more time for them. The room is just Sage is just pretty good in mid.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, like I said, just play other agents, and then when you've like warmed up on them, gotten a bit comfortable, then we can probably get into more of like figuring out better positions for yourself, taking better
100%.
angles, taking advantageous fights. Like, where do you want to peak with them? Where do you not want to peak? But right now, you should really go into an experimentative phase and be like, I'm not gonna give a shit if I win or lose. I'll just play Raze and figure it out. Like, this is literally how I play when I started playing Raze. I literally just did the stupidest shit all the time, just like satchel jumping myself into the opponents and seeing if it works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of people are too scared to do that, but this is how you learn what your limits are
100%.
on an agent.
Exactly right.
You have to try out really stupid shit sometimes to like figure out how to beat opponents on your level. And a lot of stuff that I did against Diamonds then didn't work anymore against Immortals.
Yeah.
Like with Race, like satchel jumping around here and there, and like what you see Flight's doing with Race never ever works against high Immortal Radiant players.
No.
Like, he can do that shit against Diamond players, but not against high Immortal. He'd get one tap mid-air probably, because some of these people I've seen, they have so crazy aim. I literally like every single shot, every single engagement is like one tap.
I
Like,
can
who gets the
imagine,
one
yeah.
tap
The highest
first?
I've played against. The highest I play against is like Diamond 3, and that aim was just nuts to go against. And I was like, fucking hell, man. Like, I don't know how, like, getting to Immortal would just be so
Dude,
crazy.
Diamond 3, when you were like queuing Immortal Radiant, and you have Diamond 3s in the game, you're like, oh man, low elo shit in this game again.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
actually that the Diamond 3s, if they're not Smurfs, they're often like bottom fragging then against Immortals and Radiant. They have no
wow.
chance.
I can imagine they would be against Radiant, man. Far
Like
out.
yesterday, I had the craziest game where there's literally 3 Radiants on the enemy team, 2 Radiants on our team, and it's a whole different game. After the game, I was like, I would love to only have these games because I would get incredibly good at the game if I was able to
Yeah.
practice just with these people. But because
Yeah,
I have
100%.
90% of my games like filled with diamonds, there's even diamond 2s in my lobbies and stuff like that. I get so
Yeah.
shitty practice because against them I can do almost anything and get away with it. But against these
Yeah.
Radiants, I do any kind of stupid overpeak, I get one tap right away, and I'm like, fuck, I'm dumb.
Ridiculous.
Because they punish literally everything. They're so aware
Every
of
mistake.
everything where you are and
Yeah.
stuff. They have such good crosshair placement. It's literally such a one tap battle of like, whoever gets the one tap
insane,
first.
man.
And the
That's crazy.
AWP engagements were so. I stopped playing AWP against him because the guy had 12 MS, and I had no chance.
Yeah.
Like he could just always shoot first. Like I had no chance to win an AWP duel because I had like 40 MS ping more than him. It was just
Yeah.
like I shot on my screen,
Impossible.
but my shot never connected, so I just stopped AWPing against him. Because they're
Yeah,
so
I've come up
fast
against
that
that
like
before.
you don't win with ping disadvantage on an AWP battle.
Yeah,
Then.
it's ridiculous.
So yeah, that's but you always want to like see where you're at right now, and then just do stuff that like trashes. Like if you can satchel, jump around, boom boom, and trash everyone on gold and platinum, then do that. Just because it doesn't work on
Yeah.
Immortal doesn't mean you shouldn't. Like if I go into platinum, I do really shitty, stupid stuff that I would never do against Radiance because it works against platinum. But you
Yeah.
gotta be able to adapt with the time. If you start ranking up higher, you wanna like start adapting your playstyle, making smarter decisions, this and that.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Cool, man. All right, dude. That was awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That was super helpful.
Awesome. I think this game was actually just literally like the fundamentals, getting your
100%.
economy thing right, getting your
Yeah.
role and stuff sorted out, what you want to play and
That's
where
so
you
helpful.
into what direction you should be going. I definitely think
Yeah.
you should like you coming from console playing. I'm pretty surprised at how good your aim already is, and you should definitely have like a routine. I don't know what kind of routine you have at the moment, but
Yeah, usually
there's still a
about
lot
like
of
that 1 month
improvement.
or
Like there
so.
were quite a few rounds where your aim got wacky, where it just was
Yeah.
inconsistent, or where you had to like flick or something and got it looked like panicky almost, like oh shit, and not very calm. So I definitely think like having a AimLab or Kovacs routine that you do daily for at least like 10-15 minutes. Like don't put too much emphasis on AimLabs and Kovacs. Should just be something that you like you warm up with, for example, and you get a bit of like your mouse warmed up, your flicking speed warmed up, and then you like go into the game and transfer that there. And you always, I personally always feel like starting off with something like AimLab and Kovacs to like I said, warm your mouse movements up, and then transferring that into deathmatching, a couple rounds, like 3-4 rounds of deathmatch at least, and having like at least 30 minutes in total of like just warm up aim practice time. And if you have more time, you can even go for like an hour
Okay.
of
That's what I
aim
did
practice.
this morning, and that seemed to help.
Yeah. Oh, it is massive. Like since I started doing more AimLab again, I've really hit some nutty flicks. Like you don't feel it necessarily right after you AimLab, and then you go into the game. You're like, oh man, I'm hitting like everything like a monster. But if you do it consistently every day, suddenly you start to notice in some of your games like, oh shit, I just hit a flick that I've never hit before. Just like just muscle memory. Like, oh fuck, what was that?
It's like training a muscle, man. It's the exact same thing, you know.
So just need to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
I think it would be, it's going to be way more interesting doing a coaching when you've like settled into a role and then working on that like really working on that. Okay, what kind of how can we like make you better as a aggressive jet player, for example, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
because I think that's one of the important things in Valorant, that people decide and figure out what suits them and really decide on their role.
Mhm.
So they can, because you cannot be good at every agent at the same time.
Mm.
You really can only main like 2 or 3 agents maybe and be really good on them with their playstyle. And if you want to switch to another agent, it will take you like weeks again to like figure out how to properly play that playstyle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So experiment, and then maybe you'll see like, oh man, Jet like suits me really well. Race like
Yeah.
suits me really well. I'm gonna like be a race main for now and practice that stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Awesome, man. That
give
was
my
wicked. I'll
son
let
now
you go.
some attention.
Yeah,
like-
dude. All good.
Do you hear him screaming
Um,
around here?
Yeah, no, that's alright, man. I got 2 crazy dogs, man. So I know what it's like. I don't have kids, but I've got 2 crazy dogs, and they're enough.
All right, man. Appreciate the
Awesome,
session.
man.
It was
Thank you
fun.
so much.
Looking
Nah, that was
forward to
great.
maybe doing more in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I
Um,
definitely got away with a lot, so appreciate that.
And yeah, show me your Omen. Your Omen
Yeah,
tips.
I'll
I
send
wanna
that to
see
you now.
Definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I'll send that to you now.
All right,
Awesome,
then
man. Well,
I'll end the call.
have a good
and
rest of your day or the rest of
thanks,
your night,
man.
and
You too.
I'll speak to you soon.
Yep. See you soon.
All right, man. Catch you later.
All right, guys. I need to. Oh, my webcam froze, huh? I'm gonna like peace out now. There was a coaching session with one of my coaches. Can you explain how to use the Phantom? I don't think there's much to explain. Like, it's more of a spray gun than the Vandal. And you want to be more in close ranges with the Phantom than on long ranges, because it shines really at close range. But yeah, I have to really go now. If you missed the coaching, you can just go on the VOD here. It's going to be in the Facebook group and watch that. I hope you guys got something out of it, enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys very soon.